put this piece in. That's the vapor canister. It's going to go under here. I'm going to pull that wheel off, see what I'm working with. Being that this is Japanese, I suspect this is a 19 millimeter on here. And that's it. Just looking for any kind of punctures or anything, because this, I think, is the tire that's slowly leaking. I don't see anything wrong. Oh, there's a nail right here. Well, that's a good place for it. I got my patch kit right here. I can plug it. Yeah, you can see it right there. Just a little one. Enough to give it a slow leak, and easy, should be easy enough to plug. I have like brand new tires. I'm not gonna, you can see their tread is very good on these. I'm not gonna waste a tire. I'm not 100% sure. Actually, I'm not 5% sure about what I'm doing. I don't know at all. I watched some videos that were closely related, but this particular design was only 05 and 06. I couldn't find anything with those on it, but it's a Japanese car. I'm sure most of the bolts are 10 or 13 millimeter, maybe 12s, and probably some clips that need a screwdriver or something like that. So I'm gonna get started on it now. Lesson number 1. If anybody else is watching us to do an 05 or 06 CRV, it's not on this side, it's on the other side. I sprayed it down with some WD-40, but being that it's an Arizona vehicle, there was no need for that. The king came right loose. This thing with the holes in it. There's a tire for the passenger, or no, driver's rear, in the United States at least. This is the cover. The exhaust is over there, and the passenger wheel would be there. This is what a 19-year-old Arizona vehicle looks like. Go to Pennsylvania and find a 9-year-old vehicle this clean. I'm right under the part here, so it's going to be hard to video, but there was one bolt there, one bolt here, and one bolt here. They're all 10 millimeters. If you're up north, you're probably going to want to spray them down. Boy, this thing sure doesn't look like the one I got. Okay, there's some electrical connections, but I don't have any electrical connections on mine. First line coming off is this. You see the two orangish, yellowish colored ones there? I just put a screwdriver in each end to push them in towards the plastic there, and then this pops right off. Alright, now there were 3 more 10 millimeter bolts. There's one there, one here, somewhere right there, and one up in there somewhere. I don't know if you can see it, but I got the wrong side of the car lifted up, so I can't really see it either. Okay, I had a bit of a rough time getting this off. You have to push on each side. There's these clips. You have to push them in evenly together and pull a lot of pressure. I was pulling down on this, and I think I'm taking too much stuff apart, because I definitely did not order all this stuff. Now I took this one off. I sprayed it with some WD-40 and just lightly put channel locks on there and swivel it until it came loose, and then popped right off. Does it have to come off? I don't know, but this whole thing here has to come off, and I'm having a hell of a time getting it off. So that could have been part of the problem. It took a lot of prying. There's a clip here, then there's two on the bottom. But getting that out was a lot of work. There's still something wrong because this whole thing should not be connected to this. So I gotta figure out which bolts have to come out there. Okay, I found them on top of the unit. There's two 12mm nuts. So that should separate everything so I can pull this out. There is one electrical wire here. I can't quite figure out how it's connected. There was you see that small line right here that went onto there. And that needed to come off. Still got to figure out this electrical connector. It's the only thing left. Well, I took the connector off. Actually, the dang clip broke. This still has to come out, but this whole thing separates, so I can take it out now and look on the table. So old and new. Obviously, these have to somehow come out. I'm not sure how, because it doesn't have them in here. There's got to be a brass. There's some kind of something in there that expands whenever they tightened it. I'll look into that. Here's a connector, and it needs to go into that. There are some little clips in there. I'm going to try to mess with those. Okay, so you actually have to push the clips that were over here each side away and then this way. And then there's a gray tab in here that looks like it comes out. There's something in there. I think I know what that's doing. I think I just have to get it out further and that's going to lift right off. That there is the clip. And then you pry up on this and it comes right out. I'm just going to set it right directly on the new one so I don't mistake it for anything else and how it goes together. Now if you need to clip right through the back, it should be golden on that. You got to push down on this pretty good. You'll hear it clip in. Then you push it in. You want to make sure it's not loose at all. First time I put it in, it was a little loose and it popped right out. Alright, these come through pretty easy. Tap real lightly on them and they just come right out. I'm going to get a screwdriver and tap with a hammer, try and tighten them in a little bit. I'm not sure what the O-rings are for. I'm going to take them down there with me just in case I can figure out where they go. Basically, I put everything back on in reverse order, went on real well. I did find that big O-ring. It was in the piece that goes in here. I did not find this little tiny one. And even looking here, I just don't see where it could have went. Maybe in here, but I didn't see anything on there. I'm going to hang on to it just in case, because I can always disconnect it and fix it. I'm going to pull that out and plug it.